welcome back to our YouTube channel, Conversations with Ezra.
She's Allegra, and I'm John.
Yes. Today we are going to talk about why some people get rich with very little effort.
Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth without even trying, while others struggle no matter how hard they try?
Yes, we've wondered that as well. I know I have. You?
Oh, absolutely. And I can be one of those people that seem to struggle with it from time to time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So that's one of the talking points that we're going to bring forth with Ezra because a lot of people, we've had people ask us that. We've had discussions around that with other people and
Hmm.
with ourselves. Like, look at that guy. Like, this person, we know this person, our kids, whatever. So, yeah, we're going to see what Ezra's take on that is.
Yeah.
The
What?
next point, oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
but just what my question was always, what are they doing different from me? Like, how did they get to where they are,
Yes,
and I'm stuck where I am?
yes, absolutely. So the next point would be we see people who work 12-hour shifts barely getting by, while others make millions seemingly while they sleep. So,
What's
what's
going on here?
what's going on?
Yeah.
We want to know what's going on. We want to be in the know, right?
Yeah, we want to figure out. We don't want to be working 12-hour shifts. We don't want to be busting our butts for the rest of our lives. We want to be enjoying it. So we want to know what's going on.
What's going on? And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the ones who are looking at this particular segment, they want to know what's going on too,
Yeah.
right? Right.
So it's not just about working hard. It's about energy. It's about
Absolutely.
alignment. And
Yes,
once we understand this, everything shifts.
that's right. So if getting rich was just about effort, then the hardest working people would be the wealthiest. But they're not. So there is a missing piece.
And I think that's what today's discussion is going to be for us, and hopefully for you as well. When we're talking with Ezra, we want to know about that missing piece because that's what everybody wants. They want that piece of magic, that
Yes,
trick, that
I
that
know.
thing that brings on the wealth. You know
Yes,
what I
and
mean?
make it seem as if it's easy,
Yeah, yeah. So
So
go ahead.
there's a reason, as we said, behind the wealth without effort. And it has everything to do with vibration, attraction, and the way we are communicating now. That remember that key word going forward, communicating with money. Even though you may not think you are, there is a communication that happens with like with everything else. So we're gonna break it down and stay tuned until the end. And before we go further into the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share and leave your questions in the comments or just comment
Hmm.
whether you like the video or not, what you think we can improve on. We're really always looking for feedback. And yeah, so let's dive in.
All right. So we're going to be bringing Ezra on, and we're going to go through those talking points that we just talked about, and we're going to ask Ezra to give us their take on all these
Yeah.
things. So
So I'm going to take a couple of minutes and bring Ezra through to the front, and you guys have fun. We are here.
welcome back, Ezra.
Good to be back.
So we're doing a video on our YouTube channel today, and we have some talking points that we told our viewers about, and I want what we want is your perspective on them. So I'm just going to start with the first one, if that's okay. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth without even trying, while others struggle no matter how hard they try?
It
What's
all comes down to alignment. There is a difference in alignment, but also focus. What your mind seems to be gravitating towards from moment to moment as you are observing those who are effortlessly attracting and those who are not. Another asking,
Yeah, we see people working 12-hour shifts, barely getting by, while others make millions while they're asleep. want to know what's going on there. What's the difference between the
There is a letting go of resistance.
2?
The ones who seem to be doing it effortlessly have come to understand that the easier their perspective is around a particular topic, including money, the easier it is for them to attract what it is they are wanting. So, the ones who are working that 12-hour shift, as you say, there may be, and oftentimes there is, resistance in the action that they are putting forth. We can elaborate a little bit more going forward on that particular point, or we can sense that that is the topic that trips a lot of you up. Another asking,
So it's not just about working hard then. It's about energy, it's about alignment. So we have to learn how those things interact in our lives and how we behave, sort
precisely.
of thing.
Yes.
So that's how we make the shift then.
Yep.
We have to learn about energy and get into alignment. So how do people get into alignment? How do we get ourselves into alignment in this particular case, like with where money's concerned?
By taking ownership of your focus and by taking ownership of your emotions around what you are observing in terms of money. And again, we can elaborate on that further going forward. Another asking,
Yeah, the other thing was if getting rich was just about effort, then the hardest working people would be the wealthiest, but they're not. So obviously, those of us who aren't wealthy at this point, we're missing something. So what is it we're missing?
just an energetic shift. For everything that you're observing that you would like to have in your reality takes a shift of alignment and energy, not necessarily the action, for the action is what comes after the energetic shift. So, when you have decided that you would like to have this thing in your reality, before having that decision of wanting it, you've decided that there is an energetic shift, which means that you are now in the position of understanding and being at ease with that thing that you are wanting. So then the shift happens, and as you shift, then you are inspired to take actions in terms of what will bring that particular thing into your reality. Another asking,
So basically, what I'm hearing is like we're asking about wealth without effort, but it's not about without effort. It's with less effort, with less energy.
precisely.
So
More energy, less effort.
yes, that's it. Yeah. Okay. So it has everything to do with vibration and attraction and the way we talk or communicate with money.
Yes.
So what I guess what we're going to talk about is the I want to know about the blocks. Like I have blocks about this, and I'm sure our viewers do as well. We want to find out what's blocking us from these things. So I got a few more questions for you, Ezra. Is it true that money has its own energy? And if so, how do we align with
Money does have its own energy, but more importantly, the energy that money has is the energy that you assign to it. So, with each and every one of you, there is an assignment of energy to money that has to do with your perspective of money itself, your perspective of those who have money, the perspective of those who do not have money, and your perspective when you do or do not have money. That is the energy behind money. So, for example, if you are observing those who have money and you are feeling good right along with them in the observing of them having that money, and you are imagining yourself having some of that money and the things that they are having or partaking in, and you're feeling good in that vibration, then in general, your energy with money, the energy that you are observing around money is that it is good, it is fun, it is playful, it gets you what you want. But if you are observing those with money and you are grumbling, you are assigning blame, you are assigning guilt, you are assigning behaviors of inappropriateness around them having the money, then your vibration, your energy around money is one that is bad, one that is something to be guilty around, one that is necessary, always necessarily negative. If when you acquire money, you tell yourself it is not enough, you grumble around the way that you acquired the money, you assign blame to those who are partaking of your money as not contributing enough, then that is your energy around money. So you will, in essence, hold it apart from you. But if you require and acquire money and your thinking around it or energy around it is, oh my, I've got money today. That's awesome. It's going to help me do this thing, this thing, this thing. And it's okay if I just have a little left over. I know that some more is coming pretty soon. And thank you guys so much for helping me spend it in an appropriate way. This is what you're directing to the others in your life. If the general idea and feelings around money is positive, then that is your energy with money. Your energy is positive. You see it as only doing things that are good, that is impacting you in a positive way. So that is where the energy of money comes in. Some humans believe that the energy of money is this thing that is out there, and you have to kind of work towards bringing that energy towards you, but it is more intimate than that. It is your ownership with your relevance to money. That is, in essence, the energy of money. Another asking.
So in an essence, it's our relationship with money that affects how we attract money and how
Absolutely.
much we attract.
And how much you attract and how much you do not attract. Because you can also be at a stalemate, if you will, in terms of getting money, not having it. Getting money, money going away. Getting money, money going away. As opposed to getting money, spend some, and more is coming in, and some stays, and I can leave a little bit, or I can get a little bit more, stuff like that. So it's the how intense that going and coming of the money and your relationship to it that creates it coming in a big way, a soft way, of it staying, of you spending it in such a way that it is beneficial to you and others or not. Another asking,
Yeah. So what's the fastest way to release money-related anxiety and fear? Because I think that's one of the blocks that I struggle with as well, and I'm sure our viewers will as well. Is we have anxiety around money and fear around money, whether it's fear of having it or fear of not having enough. What's what's the fastest way to release that? What's the best way to get rid of that block?
you can release any blocks within an instant like that. But humans have a tendency to want to hang on to the things that are blocking them because it makes a good story. Sometimes they hang on to the things that are blocking them because it is a wall, it's a security blanket, if you will, that keeps them from making that step forward. What we would advise is to simply have a conversation with yourself. And in that conversation, when you feel that block, for a lot of times you do, and if you are paying attention to it, for sometimes some of you have conditioned yourself to not pay attention to it and say to yourself that it is normal. Everyone feels this way, so it is normal. Well, not everyone does. So, in the understanding and the paying attention of the fact that you are having a block, One of the simplest things to do is to take a moment and not try to get rid of that block, but try to understand it. Ask it, what is it trying to show you? For sometimes, as humans, you believe that the negative, the things that you are afraid of looking at, is something that you should just brush aside because you don't want to feel the negative emotions. But your negative emotions, it's telling you something. And if you don't pay attention to what it is trying to tell you, then you cannot understand what it is you are actually really wanting, what the positive side of it is. So we would advise to just simply ask yourself and try to get into a place of non resistance, whether that is meditation, taking a few deep breaths, or just quieting yourself for a moment and just ask yourself, so I'm feeling this thing that I'm not feeling good about. What is it? And usually you will get the answer. And as you get the answer, it is not to sit in the negative anymore, but figure out a way that you can turn that corner of the negative into a positive thing. So, for example, you worked all week, and at the end of the week, you got compensation for your work. And as you observe the compensation for your work and you observe your responsibility that you've got personally, you've come to realize that the compensation is not quite enough, meaning the money, or it is enough to take care of some of your personal issues, and there won't be a lot left over. There are two things you can do. You can sit in that energy block of, again, I've worked and I don't have enough, and this stupid job is just not giving me enough money, and everybody else that I know has such better jobs, but this one job, understood? Or
Very much so.
you can decide that for this week, this is what I have, and I'm going to figure out what is most important to do with what I have that would allow me to still feel easy. Or I know at this moment that this job is what I have and this is what my compensation is. And in time, it will get more. I will increase that compensation, whether it's with this job or another. I know that these responsibilities are not going to go anywhere, but I am really, really appreciating the fact that I can take care of some of those responsibilities at this time. Understand the difference?
Yes.
Yes. Another asking.
So, how can someone living paycheck to paycheck shift, uh, go from there to shift into financial ease? Like that. That's one of the stumbling blocks people have, and I can be one of those people. So I just want to know what's the what's the step. I think you've kind of covered it already, but I just want to just get clarity around that. Okay, my paycheck comes in, I get this is how much money I made. I got to pay rent, got to pay the car payment, got to pay this, got to pay that, and at the end there's very little paycheck left. So how do we and that's been my life. Okay, so how do I shift from that life into financial ease? Like, where's my block?
There are a few things that can be done in order to shift that block into something positive and to shift the reality into something that you are going to be experiencing that works better for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, first thing is the paycheck to paycheck mentality. If in acquiring your vocation, your job, if the main focus was on getting yourself out of a jam, let's say, out of a I don't have a means to pay my bills, so this job will help me to cover my bills, then you are setting the intention to have a job that is going to only cover your bills. But at the time of looking for a job, if the intention, see, intention is the thing that gets you from here to there. Intention is the thing that starts the movement of the energy. So if an intention is set that, yes, I have bills to pay, but I would also like this job to be the thing that will allow me to have a little bit more, then as you are looking for a job, you would find that the job descriptions and the compensation that are coming back to you even before having the jobs would be one that you see as a little bit more. But if that desperation of, I just need to have this job so I can get out of this jam, a lot of times the paycheck to paycheck mentality comes in, or the job to job mentality comes in. So you get a job, it does something that you needed to do for a little while, and then you move on to another one. But
Mm-hmm.
you're not actually gaining any ground in terms of moving forward in the job. You're not gaining any ground in seeing your bank account grow. And as a matter of fact, you see more bills coming in
Mm-hmm.
because the focus is on just getting by, just being able to pay those bills. You're not in that abundance mindset. And the abundance mindset is whatever I put my mind to today, whatever compensation I am looking for in terms of my effort, my intent is for it to be something that will reward me, that I am able to do what is necessary and still have more. Understood?
Yes, I understand clearly. And so, financial success, is it meant for everyone, or is just some people are just meant to be wealthy?
Based on what we have said earlier in this conversation, as you can tell, it is meant for everyone. But the mindset is what holds a lot of you apart here to there with what you'd like to have. And that is just not only true for money. So, in terms of money, abundance, and wealth, each one of you can have that wealth, but you are having the experience of the wealth factor based on your thinking, based on your energy, based on your emotion, based on your alignment. All of you are abundant, but what are you abundant in? Are you abundant in paycheck to paycheck? Are you abundant in I have enough? Are you abundant in I have more than I want and it is awesome? Are you abundant in I have more than I want and others are suffering and I don't deserve all of this? Are you abundant in I know the money is coming but I don't deserve the money? Are you abundant in griping about those who have the money and you don't have it? So abundance is a choice. And that choice is what type of abundance are you in at any given moment? Another asking.
No, I think that's good for today, Ezra. Thank you so much for joining us.
It is our pleasure, and we appreciate the opportunity immensely. Good day.
Welcome back, my dear.
Thank you.
So, that's our discussion today on uh, the energy of money. Um, we're going to be probably having more videos about money and about
Oh, yeah.
abundance, and
Yes, we
as
will.
we move forward, and we're going to also be sharing how our lives are shifting
Yes.
through this and through other parts like our relationships, that sort of thing. We're going to be doing all kinds of different videos on different relationships. This one was a relationship with money.
Yes, it was. And we also have had questions around, a lot of questions around physical abundance, meaning health. So that may be something else that we may tackle. But as for this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave in the comments what you guys were able to glean from it, whether it was more positivity, less, more confusion. Sometimes the message isn't quite as clear for some.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, please leave your questions in the comments and we will get Ezra to answer those as well. That would definitely make another conversation piece for another video as you guys ask your questions. So thank you again for joining us this video, and see you guys next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.